Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, it's currently 4:35 in the morning. I've been here since 4 o'clock, and I'm actually up at Calabogie Peaks, and I came up here because I was trying to capture the Milky Way. I don't think it turned out at all. For one thing, I looked at this area that I'm at on Google Maps, and I was going to try and this little building right there behind me, I didn't know it had a light on it, and I was going to be on the other side of that, and I was going to light paint it, but there's a light on the other side as well, so I was going to light paint that and have that in my foreground and then the Milky Way in the background. So because the light's on it, I had to come in front. I'm right in front of the lake. There's not a lot of light pollution up here. I don't know if that light is having much of an effect behind me because I'm shooting in the opposite direction. That would have more of an effect on things in the foreground. Like there's a little tree off to the left here, but I don't think that really played much of a part. And just experimenting with the camera. I should have done this before just to make sure, because when I'm in manual focus and I have the lens set on manual focus, and then in the body you can set that on manual focus as well, and for some reason when I did that I couldn't look through the viewfinder to find a star to focus in on. And the other weird thing was, because the ISO setting, I had it at 6400, and the widest aperture was on that lens, the 14-30 is f4. But I did review some YouTube videos of people doing astrophotography with this lens, and they showed some amazing results. Now, I might have captured something, I really don't know. I know where the Milky Way is because I researched that for this time of the morning, and when I got here it was pitch black. It's starting to get bright now, so I wouldn't capture it now. I do know, and I think I mentioned in one of my videos in the past, that I was going to come up here in July. I'm still going to probably do that, but I'm going to have to find a different location where there's less light pollution. And that's the other reason I came up here, is because on the light pollution map, Calabogie is just out of light pollution from the city of Ottawa. And this town of Calabogie doesn't really give off much light pollution. And when I first came out here, and I can still see stars up in the sky, when I first came out here it was pitch black, and other than the stupid light behind me. So I'm a little disappointed, and on the back of the display it just doesn't look right. Now I may have captured something, but the only way I'm going to tell is when I get home and test everything in post-production. Oh well, in the meantime, I have the other GoPro doing time-lapse. I don't know what that's going to capture. That's just an experiment. If I captured something with that, that would be great. But I had it set up a little later than when I originally had the Z7 II set up, because I was more concentrated on, when I first got here, getting the camera set up on the tripod and trying to capture the Milky Way. So I really don't know if I caught anything. And yeah, that's about it. It was a fun drive up here at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, there's a new overpass off the highway, because they're making that they're making 417 4 lanes all the way to Renfrew. It's not 4 lanes at the Calabogie turnoff yet, but they have built the overpass there. I went right past it. I had to turn around on the highway and go back. Oh well, it's actually looking really cool here this morning. There's a little bit of a cloud over Calabogie Peaks, and I can see the mountain in the background. So I'm gonna stay here until sunrise, and looks like I might be able to capture some shots of the lake, and I can see the mountain reflecting off the lake. I'm hoping once sunrise comes up, I'm gonna capture some nice shots of Calabogie Peaks, and hopefully a little bit of mist on the water. And then I'm gonna stop at another park on the way back Hopefully there'll still be a little bit of mist on the river, on the Madawaska River, and I might try and fly the drone there. So we'll see how it all turns out. Anyways, hit the thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Talk to you later. Bye. Hey, so the sun is just starting to, I think sunrise is at 5:30. It is currently 5:07. And it's starting to look pretty cool around here this morning. Still at the lake. Here, I'll give you a look here of what I'm looking at. So there's the GoPro, the other GoPro catching the time lapse, and the camera. No, I don't know if the this GoPro is picking it up, but when I look at Calabogie Peaks, and I switched to the 24-120 because it wasn't reaching out far enough to the mountain in the background, if you want to call it a mountain. I threw the 24-120 on because I wanted to, at about 50-55 millimeters, it's basically the same as what you visually see, or at least that's what I've been told. And when I look at the mountain, I can see some low level clouds. There's one cloud, I can see it, it's just below and to the left of the peak, and then up near the very top of the peak there's another little cloud up there. It's mostly fog or mist. There's not really much mist coming off the lake. When the sun hits that, if those clouds can stay there for the next, I would say 25 minutes, the reflection off the clouds and the sun, when the sun first hits that, I want to be able to capture that. And the mosquitoes are just starting to come out now. I thought when I got here last night, well, this morning at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock this morning when I got here, I thought the mosquitoes would be insane. But yeah, they weren't actually, there wasn't any mosquitoes. And I was just over there, and then that's when they started getting at me. But I'm fine right where I am. There's no mosquitoes here, so which is good. And I don't know if it's just because it's still too early in the year for it. Yeah, so I took some pictures of that church over there. I did a portrait and landscape. And, oh, there's a mosquito. Those trees over there, I walked over to the shore over there and got the reflection of the trees in the water. I do see some other cool features I'm just noticing now. I see a boathouse over there that would... I'm going to try and zoom in on that, and the reflections on the water, because there's literally no movement on the water, so the reflections on the water are just pretty stunning. So I'm hoping when the sun just comes out that I can capture some really good shots. Okay, and I still plan on stopping at the other park on the Madawaska. Oh, the friggin' mosquitoes. I plan on stopping at the other park on the way back, but hopefully the mosquitoes don't start going insane on me, but they are coming out, so that might limit things. Okay, talk to you later.